Hi, vinyl community. It's me again, Phil from British Columbia, Canada. Here with another, well, this will be a reasonably quick one. I'm going to call this one a video update. This is just a whole bunch of albums I've picked up over the last few months. I haven't really had time to do anything with them yet. They're still in my unplayed box. Just time never seems to exist anymore for free time anyway. But I'm going to just go through these and show you what I've got recently. There's a lot more, but I put a lot away that I have listened to, and I'm just going to show these few that I have not listened to yet. So we're just going to get into this. Some new, some used, some guilty pleasure, some whatever. Pick this up new at Sunrise, Rush Clockwork Angels Tour. And I apologize if I've shown some of these in my last video update. I don't think I did, but this is just a massive box set, just beautiful. Comes with a really nice booklet, photographs of the band, story on the band, and I don't know why I haven't played this. It's been sitting there for a couple of months, but that is a oh god, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nine-sided set. I can't wait to throw that on the turntable. I'm going to need some time to play that though, because I can't just play one side. I got to listen to them all at once. Iron Horse, which is a Randy Bachman side project, and it's a promo copy. Found that at one of my local stores. These are all from local stores. The Sunrise are used. I don't do Sunrise very much. They're so expensive, and I try to find old vinyl if I can. Crocus, the Blitz. I like this band, but I don't know what it's like in your area, but out here in Vancouver area, metal and hard rock doesn't come along very often, it seems, and when it does, it's expensive. I don't get it. I guess because people are hanging on to it, because it is in short supply. I don't know, but people seem to hang on to their metal and their hard rock, and it just doesn't show up at these vinyl fairs or used in stores very often, unless they actually happen to buy a collection. This one, excuse me, Slade Alive, a live album. I haven't heard this yet either, but this was a double from a friend of mine. He had two of them, and he said, "Hey, I got two of these. You want one?" Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I don't know anything about that group, but I'll give it a listen. This one falls under the title of, I guess, Guilty Pleasure. I had a 45 of one song on here, and this is England Dan and John Ford Coley. Love those 70s hairstyles, man. That's just unbelievable. But, I don't like the album. I just wanted the song Nights Are Forever Without You. I had it on a 45. The 45 was warped and didn't play properly, and I went to the store and I found this in the dollar bin, and it's in great shape, plays perfectly. They also had the 45, but they wanted $4 for the 45, so just take a chance on the album. It's also got I'd really love to See You Tonight is on there, I think, as well, but I only wanted the one song. Yeah, an album for $1 as opposed to one song for $4. Yeah, I'll take that. Angel City, 2-Minute Warning. I have two other albums by them. Dark Room, I think it is, and the one that has Marseille on it. I can't remember the name of the album, but I'm looking forward to spinning that as well. More metal. One of the stores I went to had a metal section, and they actually had something in it this time. And I got Dokken, Tooth and Nail. I don't know a lot about Dokken either. I've got Live from the East, or Beast Live from the East. I got a double live album, but I haven't spun yet either. But a friend of mine says they're really good, and says I'll enjoy them. He played me a couple of songs with one of their albums, and I liked it, so I'll give that a shot. Found this the other day, Guess Who Together Again. And this is a live album filmed or recorded at the C&E from 1983. C&E's Canadian National Exhibition annual fair, if you don't know what that is if you're not in Canada. Love the Guess Who. And I had to pick up, when this came out, AC/DC's new album. And on vinyl, I had to wait for them to get it in. They were just unboxing it when I got there. They had the boxes, so they hadn't unboxed them yet when I got there, so I had to come back the next day. But I have spun this, but I'm just gonna play it again because I just enjoyed it so much. It's really nice to hear Brian Johnson sound like Brian Johnson of old, and the band sounding tight, and it sounds like Back in Black almost. It doesn't have quite the memorable tunes that Back in Black have, but it's a good album. If you haven't got it yet, get it. It's a really good album. And this one is really interesting. I found this in the dollar bin too. The cover's pretty rough. It's a double album, and this is Cheap Trick, the White Album. And this is a limited edition promotional copy. And this is a radio interview. It says interviewer, so I'm guessing this is a radio interview they did somewhere. I haven't played that yet, but I'm playing that this afternoon. I love Cheap Trick, and I've never seen this before. And if it's anything like, I have an album similar to this, if this is what I think it is, I have an album similar to this done by Little River Band on Australian radio. And it's an interview. It's a two-sided LP. And this is a double LP, so I'm going to leave that one aside because that's going on the turntable next. I'm really curious to hear that. Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy. That's a good album. I had it on CD, and I'm trying to get rid of my CDs and go back to vinyl, so I was really happy to pick that up. I love Rat. They're a good band. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. I'm not a huge Motley Crue fan. Quite honestly, I'm not into it. But every one of their albums seems to have one or two songs that I really, really want or really, really like. So I'm happy I got that as well. All of a sudden, there's no room in my box of stuff to play. Brownsville Station, Air Special. A buddy of mine has this album, and I've been looking for it for a while. I finally found a good copy worth buying. This was only $8, and yeah, I like those guys. And I've got BTO, Live, Live, Live. I love BTO, one of my favorite bands. This was recorded in 1986. I can't see where it was recorded. I guess I'll find out when I play it. But it's a short album. It's only 8 songs, so I'm going to be curious to hear that. Maybe I'll play that next instead of Cheap Tricks. That'll be over quicker. It's only 8 songs. And this. I've been looking for this on vinyl for so long. I had it on CD, and again, I wanted to get it on a vinyl, and I found a few copies over the years, but they've always been thrashed and well used at parties. And that's Rainbow Rising. Fantastic album. I have spun a couple of things on this in the record store at the listening station just to make sure it played okay. But all the little scuffs and things on it cleaned up, and I'm looking forward to playing that. It should play just beautifully. And another BTO, this is Brave Belt. I guess this is before BTO came out. And most of these are Canadian pressings. It's the back cover. Really cool artwork on that. But I'm really looking forward to that. Again, I love BTO. I think I'd heard of this band before, but I didn't really know anything about them. And I was browsing through my friend's shop, Crazy Bob's Music Emporium, one day down in Langley, and he had this playing in the background. And he said, "Phil, if you can guess who this band is, I'm going to give you the album. If not, you're going to pay $5 for it." Big deal. But I did not guess the band. I had to pay for it. But man, I loved it. He played the whole side 1, and I loved it. And that's The Alarm. Declaration. If side 2 is anything like side 1, I'm really hooked. I don't know much about that band. I don't know if they have other albums or anything. We didn't have anything else by them. Good old Canadian hard rock, Kick-Axe. This album is Vices. Back cover. I've heard them before on the radio way back when in the 80s or 90s, but I haven't heard a lot from them in ages. You never see their albums in the store, so I just grabbed it. Odds are I'm going to like it. I know the band. Rat, Out of the Cellar. I've been looking for this one for ages too. Again, another one I had on CD, but I've been looking for it on for vinyl for a long time. Same thing as before. I found 1 or 2 copies that they're always beaten up, well used at parties. And that one, of course, as the hit Round and Round. But I've heard that album as well. Again, because I have the CD, and that's a really good one. I'm going to spin it anyway, just to make sure it plays good all the way through, and I'm sure it will. It looks in really nice, clean shape. And just to get off genre of the heavy metal and hard rock type stuff, go back to blues. Etta James, At Last. And I love Etta James. The song At Last was our first dance song on my wife and I's wedding. Oh God, I should know that was a song coming up 19 years ago. But I love Etta James. And on a side note of that, if you've never seen the movie Cadillac Records, you really should, with Adrian Brody and all these rap stars and hip hop stars who play as the characters in it. It's all about the rise of Chess Records, loosely based on the rise of Chess Records, but it's all about the blues. All those great artists. And Beyonce played Etta James, and wow, did she knock that out of the park doing her own vocals. Man, just unbelievable singer she is. And this is another one I had on CD. Robert Cray, Strong Persuader. This is a great album. Just fantastic. Smoking Gun, Right Next Door, More Than I Can Stand, Foul Play. There's not a bad song on here. If you don't have that and you like blues slash rock, Robert Cray's been in, I think, almost every Eric Clapton Crossroads video that he does. He does that big charity thing every couple of years or so. I don't know if he still does it or not, but I got 3 or 4 of those on video. Fantastic performer, great guitar player. And I hummed and hawed about picking this one up in the store when I went there. This was Innovative Audio a couple of months back. And this was, God, it was expensive. It was like $70, but it's a new vinyl double album. And I have everything by her. This is Joan Jett's greatest hits. But I have everything by her except for her last album, Sinner. I can't find it. Cannot find it on vinyl. And I thought, well, it's got 3-4 songs on here from that. And it's something, you want it, you got to have it. There's the back cover. And the main reason I wanted this one song, AC/DC, which is her cover of the Sweet Song off Desolation Boulevard, AC/DC. Wow, does that song ever rock? That is just put it on, turn up loud and don't think, just blast it. It's just meant to be listened to loud. Great song. And this one, again, I was looking for this for ages too. And I'm a little disappointed it comes in a plastic sleeve. I actually thought it would have a cover, but this is Spinal Tap, Break Like the Wind. See that really cool picture disc. The funniest fake band ever. But I really wanted the song Bitch School. That was the first song I think they featured in the movie. This is Spinal Tap. And it's not on vinyl anywhere except unless you get this. And this was hard to find. And I had to have Sunrise order this in for me. And this is on Back to Black. I guess that's the label. I don't know. No, the label's MCA. I don't know what this Back to Black is. But it's a good album. I mean, it's Spinal Tap. You got to take it tongue-in-cheek, right? But it's still a good album. And I finally found a good copy of this, Buckingham Nicks. I've been looking for a copy of that for ages too. And again, a buddy of mine have it. I've heard the album lots of times. I've just been waiting to find my own copy that was in good shape. Most of them, again, have been used at parties and well used and enjoyed. But I don't want one of those. I want something that's in nice shape and doesn't need to be cleaned up too badly and run through the sugar cube. If you don't know what a sugar cube is, Google it. It's a fantastic thing. What it is, it's a little box that delays the sound by about 5-6 seconds, depending on how you set it up. So you drop the needle and you don't hear the song for 5-6 seconds, but it processes the sound, cleans up all the snap, crackle, pop, and you just get pure sound. It won't filter out scratches and pops and things like that if it's really bad, but all the snap, crackle, all the fuzz, all the background noise that you get from dust, and it just filters that out, and you just get pure sound. It's a really cool thing. They're expensive. I don't have one. A buddy of mine has one, but it really does a job on older albums. And the last one I got to show, Blackfoot. Really cool band. Train Train, this is a live album, recorded live in 2007 in Kentucky. Really good album. And again, these guys are hard to find too. These guys are really hard to find. I found this at a store called, oh, where did I find it? That was Urban Safari, which donates their part of their profits to wildlife wildlife refuges. Sorry, English hard, and pet shelters and things like that. And they have recently been taken over by Red Rum Records, and all of a sudden they're popping up all over the place, buying up little independent stores. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I haven't been there since they've reopened. They were closed for a while when they reorganized, and I don't know what they were doing. They were organizing inventory and setting up their own pricing and things. But I haven't been in there yet. I'm going to be trying that couple of weeks probably. You know what it's like. I've never heard of them, but all of a sudden, like I said, there's 2 or 3 over our area. Oh, so that's it for that. I'm going to spin my BTO live, and then I'm going to give a listen to this Cheap Trick radio interview album, hoping that's interesting. I don't know what year that's from. But that's it for now. Like I said, there was a lot more, but I put a lot away, and it's just going to be too long. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and take care.